My members, I know that we haven't spoken in a while. Welcome to all the new people that are watching for the first time. This is going to be a general read for our Scorpio signs out there. Try to keep in mind that because it is general, it won't resonate with everyone. So you're going to have to take what resonates, leave the rest for who it's for. Don't try and make the story fit, okay? Let's see. Just trying to like this real quick. Perfect. Okay, so I've been away doing some downtime. We had a little bit of a situation with the family, but I'm back. We're gonna go ahead and see what messages that we got. At the same time, guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about balance, because that seems to be the overall energy for the collective right now, balancing out a lot of changes that's happening in our lives right now. So let's pull and see what messages come out for you guys, okay? So Scorpio energy. All right, so learning difficult lessons. All right, so that's the first card that fell out. The number on the board so far is the number 29. So some of you guys are definitely facing some challenges when it comes to changes. Like, you guys are the initiators of change. So it's not uncommon that your lives might be surrounded by constant shifts. Right now, I'm seeing that you guys are having to learn some very hard lessons when it comes to these changes, kind of like learning to see opportunity in the midst of struggle. You also have the number 35. It's in reverse, so I'm reading it as 53. And this talks again about change. That's in your West Tower. It's never jammed today. So where you may have gotten comfortable with some sort of routine in your life, I'm seeing some shift happening that may be creating some sort of disruption in the form of chaos, but not in a chaotic way where you're feeling like your world is falling apart. It's just the change itself makes it feel like you don't have a grasp on what you can control in the situation here. And it might feel a little bit like it's causing you to feel as if you're unmotivated, like you don't have a plan for what you're facing at this time. And at the same time, you have the number 44 in reverse for your South Tower, which does talk a lot about practical thinking. It also talks about having stable plans, ideas, secure partnerships that you rely on to help you keep building firm foundations. In reverse, there is a need for you to observe these things, really kind of like go back to the drawing board and start over when it comes to reassessing what works and what doesn't. Because when I'm seeing this, it's like someone's living in the past about what was, what could have been, and in doing so, it's stopping you from being in the present and becoming more grounded and being able to understand the opportunities that are actually being presented to you at this time that can help you make a better decision for your future. All right, so let's keep going. A moment's regret. All right, the number 16. Okay, so initiation, a start, a moment, a memory. Some of you guys might even be feeling very nostalgia. There is this energy of you looking back towards the past. And like I said before, someone is feeling like they're learning very difficult lessons. And you're dwelling so much on what was that when you sit there long enough, you start to, it's almost like you're allowing yourself to fall into a state of depression based on regret, feeling like because something happened, you're unable to pave a way forward or make better decisions or choices or have a better outcome because of what has happened. But Spirit is saying that there's an opportunity that's being presented to you in the midst of what's falling apart. You only have to choose to see it. It's like, instead of looking at the bad, see the opportunity that's mixed up in it. Can you see the diamond in the mud kind of a scenario here? Okay. So bottom of the deck, you actually have managed to be glad. It's associated with the number 43. So some of you guys might actually be seeing 7 a lot. That is a divine number of you relying on Spirit for guidance and not so much on your own understanding, because you are being guided, but you need to be able to release a lot of things that you're holding on to that no longer serve you. The situation may not be as comfortable as you may like it to because of what you're going through. It may feel like you're in the worst situation you've ever been in your life, but Spirit is saying that this is just an opportunity for you to actually do something better. But it's like you're not seeing that perspective, and you need to work on shifting gears right now when it comes to what it is you're looking at, because what you're seeing is the mud itself, but you're not seeing what opportunity it's presenting. Hi Ahmad, welcome to the channel. This card says create your own happiness regardless of the conditions that you're in, okay? And right below that, you have the number 22 in reverse. Again, a lack of harmony, a lack of stability when it comes to your ability to merge opposing energies. So you might be dealing with people who think differently than you, who have different perspectives, or having a hard time even communicating because of differences of perspectives. But it's giving you a sense of feeling lost, like you don't have any direction here. And some of you guys might even feel like you wasted the time that you had in the past, which is why you're feeling a little bit regretful. You may have felt like time may have been against you at some point, or maybe you lingered too long in a moment. So I have to question that now, in the sense like, are you doing the same thing now? Regretting the fact that you may have lost an opportunity because you spent too much time lingering in the past, while also lingering in the past and that regret of spending too much time lingering in the past. You have used your time wisely. It's in reverse, and something definitely happened quickly that right now something could have changed overnight. I'm hearing someone could have gotten some sort of communication that may have shifted everything all of a sudden, and you did not expect this to happen. But Spirit says you're going to make it through this. You just have to be able to stay optimistic in the situation. You are more than equipped to kind of like pave your own way here, but it has to, you have to utilize a little bit more imagination and be able to visualize your way out of a situation, and then you'll see. All right, so I'm gonna post some other cards to clarify this, okay? I'm actually being told to use something different, so I'm gonna use this deck. Hold on, baby. I love you. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I do have a little one, so bear with me. So let's see what else is going on with Scorpio here. I just heard take your time. That's for somebody. Some of you guys might feel like you're in a rush, but you're being told to take your time. You have the Page of Wands. Wow, that, did you guys see how that fell right in yourself, right on this energy of you lingering in the past? Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords here, okay? I'm going to clarify that in a bit, but that fell in reverse in yourself. You have the Strength card falling right next to that. and then the Hermit. Okay, that's for yourself. Your West has the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the reflection that I'm seeing you guys doing right now, you have the Hermit, the Seven of Swords, and the Strength card. So I don't know if you were trying to pretend as if you were capable of doing something when you weren't. It's giving like a false sense of strength. It's make it till you break it kind of an energy here, or fake it till you make it, you know. But it's like someone put on a facade so that they were able to hide exactly what their intentions were behind this idea of putting forth your best foot. Like, some of you guys may have been feeling as if you needed to find time out to find your own strength in a situation here, while you're also trying to convince someone else that you were capable, that you weren't relying so much on your animalistic instincts and primal instincts, and kind of like letting that become a subverting kind of like energy for you. But the sun is also being present here, so I feel like that became a burden for you guys. Like, you having to pretend to be the toughest person or be a reliable factor for someone in your life has put on some sort of burden here, because the strength that you were trying to put forward is like you really wanted to take some sort of action towards someone, and you felt like the person you were taking action towards was kind of, I'm getting with the Queen of Swords here, like you may have thought that they were beyond or like looked at them or placed them on some sort of a pedestal here. And in order for you to take action towards this person, you needed to project that same strength to be seen as an equivalent factor in some way. Now, I'm going to clarify this a little bit more. You saw how that flipped? Yeah, so somebody was definitely juggling their own sense of self-worth when it came to this, as well as trying to, you could have placed a lot of value on trying to build this identity of yours, and you thought that if you build your wealth, if you were able to show or pretend that you were just as good as the other person, then that would be enough. But I'm seeing that it posed a very difficult choice for you as to which one you were actually going to be able to uphold, with the Knight of Pentacles being in reverse here. It's giving this energy like some of you guys weren't prepared for how hard something was going to be, and now you're stopped in your tracks because you being able to merge these different types of energies here. It's like a false identity. You pretending to be somebody else while at the same time trying to be yourself in a situation. You didn't get anything out of this. You really didn't. The Seven of Wands talks about not putting in enough effort, genuine effort, and not reaping the fruits of your labor. So somebody pretended and they found out the hard way that pretension only got them lost and a lot of heartbreak. Okay, so I'm gonna go and clarify this West Tower here with this Page of Wands. Again, looking backwards, like there's this energy of not feeling like you can move forward. It's giving an energy of defeat. Like you could be feeling defeated and unmotivated for some reason. I'm gonna clarify it. The Hierophant in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. Cancerian energy on the board. You also have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Some of you guys might have those energies significant to your chart in some way, or you might be dealing with these energies. Earlier, you also had the Queen of Swords, which is air energy. But yeah, okay. So you need a code, Scorpio. A code of honor, some sort of constitution that you're loyal to. And it doesn't have to be when it comes to like following someone else's rules. It's like, what is the rules that you have set for yourself that makes you the character that you are? because I feel like you've lost your sense of direction when it comes to understanding what it is that makes you you, like truly you, and how to really honor that in order to be able to move forward. There is this challenge here, a blockage that's being caused because someone was dishonorable. Like the Chariot talks about not having a code of honor. It also talks about breaking the rules, not being able to be relied on when it comes to promises or even contracts. You have the Six of Wands present. Somebody was looking for recognition here, but it's almost like you weren't able to get that because the Chariot is in reverse when it comes to this. It's going backwards from this. And now you have the Ten of Wands coming here. The success and recognition for having accomplished something. You wanted to be recognized for your efforts. And that's fair, but it's almost like the way you went about it has made it very, very difficult for you now, because now you have all these baggages that you're carrying, these burdens that you are struggling to release now, and it's associated with regret here, which is why you're lingering in the past. The Four of Wands is also being present right now. More fire. It's a lot of fire. Some of you guys might even be feeling a little anxious or antsy, but fire can also talks about exuding a lot of passion. So your energy might be a little, I don't want to use the word chaotic, but it's given almost like it's give me a different word, Spirit. It's I can't think of a different word besides that. I'm picturing like a like cells like just vibrating rapidly and uncontrollably. That's the word I'm looking for. Like you might feel a little uncontrolled or unable to control your reactions to certain things. Now the Four of Wands, like this is what I was talking about when I got the 44 here, because now it's actually visually present. This lack of having a foundation when it comes to your plans, lack of planning, and having taken the time out to make a secure plan. It's like someone tried to build their house on sand instead of solid ground. It was very little half effort. Even the person that you try to do it with, it's like you found a partner that wasn't putting in the amount of effort needed to do this. Or this could even be both of you guys, because the Two of Wands, I'm sorry, the Four of Wands requires assistance with pulling things together so that it's more stable. This could even be a Queen of Wands that you were dealing with. So you may have been trying to do this with someone that you found very attractive, very motivational. This person being wise when it comes to striving in very difficult situations. But the Queen of Wands can also be someone extremely independent and an advisor when it comes to showing people how to do things, showing them the way, you know. So it's like maybe both of you guys weren't ready for something, or maybe the platform, the idea itself wasn't stable, and then that's the Four of Wands is now being clarified by the Nine of Wands in reverse. So this could have been a situation, whatever fallout this was, the stability behind this, or the loss of having a practical plan. It almost was the wand that broke the camel's back, which has you feeling that sense of defeat. Nine of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Temperance in reverse. Okay, so someone has a lot of feelings, a lot of deep-rooted feelings. Like I feel like you have a lot to offer emotionally, Scorpio. You guys aren't really the type to show how you feel in the situation straight off the bat. It takes time to get to know you guys, Scorpio, because you can be quite reserved. The Hermit is definitely your energy when it comes to keeping to yourself or isolating. But in this case, it's almost like it worked against you, because now your feelings are being kind of like hidden beneath this Virgo energy, where you have all this focus on your money, your work, you trying to find out where it is you want to invest your time. This is giving me an energy of being distracted in some way. Like some of you guys may have put yourself into work a lot so that you wouldn't have to express a certain amount of feelings. And as I said, that you have the Three of Pentacles here, so a lot of focus when it comes to jobs or work or whatever you were doing, but all your attention went there, and it's almost like all these feelings that you had regarding a situation was put on a back burner, and it led to some disharmony here. The Temperance is talking about things not being in harmony with each other, like having a imbalance when it comes to your work and your life, when it comes to your spiritual self and your worldly self. There's a great imbalance and some sort of illusion around your ability to bring these things into sync. That's being clarified right now. You have the Page of Cups, which talks about being a bit immature when it comes to your emotions. Like some of you guys may have been trying to hide how you feel, and it's led to some deep regret. It's also leading to disappointment and a little bit of envy is what I'm seeing here, because the Page of Cups can lead to a bit of jealousy, but it's acting in a very immature way. He's very young, so where I'm getting a King of Pentacles energy, I could be talking to an older male gentleman, but where they're pretty much grown in age and experience when it comes to work ethic. It's like emotionally they're not really evolved in a way that makes it easy for them to share their feelings. You have the Strength card showing up again, along with the Five of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So some of you guys could have thought that someone could have been trying to manipulate you or play games with you, and I'm getting a little bit of paranoia. Like you may have seen someone as being harshly spoken, or speaking harshly, or directly trying to trigger you with words in some way, and in doing so you may have thought that that person could have been projecting their feelings onto you, or which is why you needed to put up this facade of you having to be strong enough to resist something here. So what's this Five of Swords? It's this obsession, Capricorn energy on the board. So this is the thing that caused this connection to kind of become unhealthy. It's this idea that someone has been playing games with you. Some of you guys may have experienced this in your past, where you dealt with a lot of people that were always trying to trick you in some way, using wordplay to do that, or very slick with their words, and kind of like trying to guilt you or use emotions to pull you in some way. And I feel like that started to govern your thoughts to the point where it's affecting your connections with others. It's a thing that has binded you to situations where you're perceiving it's given this energy like everybody is the same way. That's kind of what I'm getting here, which is why you try to ignore this new opportunity that could have been coming in here. This Page of Pentacles talks about starting over small. You may have wanted to ignore that because you felt like a situation would not have been fair, wouldn't be equal give and take. All right, bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords here, which is you trying to go with the flow without being too verbally reproached by whatever this was. You wanted to move away from a connection because you didn't feel you and the other person fit. Okay, so and now you're lingering in this memory of it for some reason. Okay, I'm going to clarify this regret that we have over here. Let's see what we have. There's that Two of Pentacles again, guys. You have the Five of Swords, more air. You also have more Virgo energy, more Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy being present. And then you have that Six of Wands again. Okay, so I clarified the Two of Pentacles that came out with the Justice in reverse, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Swords in reverse, and then at the bottom you have the Ten of Swords, okay? So, whew, it's a little hot, guys. All right, so some of you guys, the reason why you're feeling regret, you're being very nostalgic, you're looking back towards the past, and some of you guys are even fearful that you may have made a mistake, made the wrong decision. There is this juggling of choices here, ideas, like you guys were trying to go back and forth about whether or not a situation was going to go this way or that way, or whether or not a plan was the right plan for you to approach a situation here. Some of you guys may have felt really exhausted when it comes to having to constantly fight your way out of tough situations, out of feeling like you've ended up in a state of destitution or being abandoned. Some of you guys could be suffering from past trauma of abandonment here, and having to deal with that and watch the other person go off and be victorious and successful while you're lingering and having to pick up the pieces. And at the same time, you guys were also in your head trying to figure out whether or not a situation was unfair. Justice in reverse talks about having to make a decision with your heart and your mind on the same page, but it's like someone could have been listening to some false information with the swords being present here, something that wasn't true. It could have disrupted your ability to see clearly through a situation here, because of the Eight of Cups being present. It talks about a lot of illusions and you having to kind of sift through which one of these things are actually real. And this is illusions when it comes to feelings, when it comes to people's genuine intentions, their motives, when it comes to matters of the heart here. Which one was going to make you feel satisfied? But I felt like all the options that you had, it just felt like the situation just had some sort of elusiveness to it when it came to being able to see clearly as to whether or not someone was speaking the truth, or whether or not you were able to read them properly or clearly. And it may have led you to a place of feeling very stagnant, because with the Two of Wands, it's like constantly walking a tightrope and not really sure which direction you need to go here. Now, the Ten of Swords is representing a very harsh ending here. It talks about betrayal. Again, it's taking me back to that Nine of Wands, where some of you guys feel like this was the situation that broke the camel's back. This could have been some sort of communication that was said that may have left you feeling completely defeated, and even feeling like you're stuck and having to surrender to a situation here. But the Death card talks about not being ready to release something here, and right behind that is the Magician, which is Gemini energy. So some of you guys are tossing and turning, having a hard time releasing the idea that you could have made a mistake when it came to your work, what you were trying to bring forth in a situation. Like, it's almost given this effort, like you were lingering too long in the waiting mode, that you never made a choice at all, and because of that, something could have slipped through your fingers, okay? All right. So I feel like that's a tough lesson that you guys are learning at this time, which is going right in hand with this feeling like you wasted time, or time ran up when it came to something here. I'm going to post some messages for you guys from this stack and see what comes out. Also, if anyone is interested, my sister started an amazing jewelry store on Etsy. And she's selling these beautiful clothes here that you can purchase, lucky clothes. They're all gold-plated jewelry. and they are very beautiful. I love mine. I've owned mine for a month now. It's still one of my favorite pieces. I love it to death. I never take it off. But she has quite a few of them. You can always go to her page and check them out. I'm going to put the link in the description below. But they come in various colors here. This is the black. This is the white that I'm wearing. She also has the single clove, which comes in green. And if you want a thicker band, again, it's gold plated. It comes in black. And I think it also comes in red. I don't have the red one with me. But there are various colors. One of the links is called SCF Jewelry on Etsy. And the other one, I can't really remember right now. It's a little bit longer. But I'm going to post it on the... I'm going to post it on the link below so that you can check it out and see exactly what it is, okay? All right, so let's see. Scorpio. Says, I acknowledge who really got what it takes to connect with me. All right. So some of you guys are really learning this lesson because I saw that you guys were struggling. It's almost like you suffered some really bad trauma when it came to your connections with other people, and now there's some serious trust issues there. But whatever this last straw was, it's forcing you to kind of get out of limbo when it comes to this idea that making no decision will save you, when in actuality no decision is actually you making a decision to leave the decision to someone else. You're kind of wanting to take more control of the outcomes in your life by being an active participant. You have fake, it's in reverse. So something was real. You could have thought that something was an illusion, a facade, but Spirit is saying that this was actually a genuine thing. You also have rocking the boat, like a situation was not here to disturb your peace in any way. It was a genuine offer. You also have who hurt you. So there is that reflective energy here. This idea that you're learning this very difficult lesson to kind of release some past pain and some things that you're holding on to when it comes to regret of how you were treated in the past. And you also have frenemy, it's in reverse. So someone was genuinely a friend. You also have here, someone is not enough. So some of you guys may have been a little bit more critical with your connection, maybe even too critical, to the point that you felt, or it could have led to a feeling of never feeling like you're enough for someone, or someone not feeling like they were enough for you. You also have here gluttony in reverse. So there's this need to take your time and find balance. I was getting that with the Temperance card, where you needing to find a way to balance out your life, not just when it comes to your external, but internally. There's some harmony that needs to be found within yourself. Some of you guys may need to, I'm hearing, go to the beach, relax, and meditate. Like, find yourself in a place where you can ground yourself and kind of forgive yourself and move forward. You also have being unkind. So some of you guys may have been a little cruel, or you could have felt like somebody was being cruel to you. You have finished last, or there's that energy again where I was reading this the Six of Wands right next to the Seven of Swords, like not the Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, feeling abandoned, and like the other person was able to move forward and find some sort of success in their life, and you having to pick up the pieces. But some of you guys feel like someone was able to finish first, and that's not the case. Like there's no first when it comes to competing with others. Like the only competition you really have is the competition with yourself, in the sense like, are you a better version of the person that you were yesterday? When you place yourself in competition with others, it's a fruitless game, because where does the line end, you know? And then you have here, doing this since I was young, or since my youth. Okay, so for some of you guys, this habit of you putting your guard up and being kind of protective, like this could have started from a very young age. You have nagging others. So some of you guys may have felt like you have become a burden to other people because you've been so demanding for some sort of respect in some way, or you could have felt like someone else was doing this to you. Let's see. Scorpio. Hard fight. All right, so this is a difficult challenge for you. Like I said before, that was the first card that fell out for you guys. Hard lessons. Some of you guys are gonna have to fight for your rights to be happy, and it's gonna be hard because you're not fighting someone that's outside of you. It's like you have to fight yourself to allow yourself to be happy. And then you have Aquarius, and I was getting that with all the air signs that was falling out too. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you could be trying to analyze situations from a practical standpoint now, and letting your emotions, like you might be feeling it, but instead of letting your emotions govern every choice, every decision, everything that you're doing, you're trying to merge that balance with practical thinking as well, so you can actually make better choices. You have for her, not for him. Some of you guys might be doing this in order to get someone in your life. There's also promise here with swear. And then you also have please me, it's in reverse. So some of you guys may have felt like you disappointed someone. And you have here, try to hack you. And you have deceit, fall, and blast from the past. So this could be someone from your past. All right, you could have been trying really hard to figure this person out with this try to hack you energy, and that could have led to this feeling of like someone was hiding something. Like this is you feeling like you were being deceived, but it's led to some sort of fall here, some sort of tower moment in your life where you ended up stumbling over your feet, and now you have to pick up the pieces. But the question is, how are you going to pick up the pieces? Are you going to sit in your fall and linger in it, or are you going to get up and try again and do it a different way, do it a better way? All right. And the last card that I have for you guys is living in the past, which was the overall energy for you, for your reading today. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. I hope this helps, guys. Thank you for being a part of the channel and for being a part of this reading. I really appreciate it. All right, I hope you guys have a blessed day and take care of yourself as always. I love you guys. Bye.